their work complete, are headed back to the lab.
Testing. 1, 2.
Diane, it's 4:28 a.m.
We should have something for us by now.
Hey all you cool cats and kittens, it's Friday, so you know what that means. Time for some more good news. I'm Colby Irvin, I still need a haircut, and it's time for episode 2 of Good News Friday. Thank you all for the amazing response to last week's video. It turns out we all need a little good news in our lives these days. Well, there's a lot of good news happening in our community this week. Our first story comes from some local residents who are using this time in quarantine to make face masks and protective gear for healthcare workers. What a great example of making the best out of this situation by helping those in our community who need it the most. Next, if you live here in St. Cloud, I have some good news for you. A recent list from the National Council on Home Safety and Security found that St. Cloud is one of the top 10 safest cities in Florida at number 9. We owe our thanks to all of the men and women in law enforcement who are working hard, especially through this crisis, to keep us all safe. And while we're on the subject, I'd like to take this moment to thank all of our first responders, healthcare workers, grocery store and food suppliers for working extra hard to keep our community running through these uncertain times. You are the true heroes, and we literally could not live without you. So thank you. Finally, relief is on the way. The United States Treasury Secretary has announced that the stimulus checks from the coronavirus relief package are going out to Americans this week. You can track the status of your check on the IRS website. We'll include a link down below. As we mentioned in the video last week, we like to feature local businesses that have been going above and beyond to spread good news and positivity around our community. I'd like to thank the Canoe Creek Sports Tavern again for telling us about all the great things they have been doing in our community. This week, I had the opportunity to talk with Brews Blues, another local favorite and the place to go for incredible live music and food. Since the beginning of this crisis, Brews Blues has been very instrumental in helping those within our community, from supporting our first responders to helping feed families who have lost their income. They are definitely making good news right now here in St. Cloud. Hey, it's Colby. We're here at Brews Blues. We're going to go talk to the owner, Brian Fisher, about what he's been doing for our community. Hey, Brian, how's it going?
How you doing, sir?
Sit down over here.
Sit down over here.
Well, thank you so much for having us here, Brian. I appreciate you sitting down and talking with us. How have you been doing during this shutdown?
We've been doing good. We were trying to, stay afloat. It's a big difference than what we're used to. Big change for us. Now we're takeout and delivery only, so we had to kind of change our business model. So right now we are actually open Tuesday through Sunday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. So we're just trying to keep our employees deployed, trying to let them make as much money as possible during this crisis.
Okay. So we've heard you've been doing a lot to help out our first responders and some people who have lost their jobs here in our community. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, so the community has really, during this crisis, the community really has came together and supported each other, and really came out and supported us as well. And my wife and I were talking, like, how can we give back to the community? Because a lot of people have been impacted by this. A lot of people have lost their jobs. So people are trying to file unemployment. And so we decided to feed 10 families a day. And that being said, they can call us up. They can contact us on Facebook. They can message us through our website at brewsblues.club. And they can request, a meal. And we'd like to have like a 24-hour notice. And people that don't feel comfortable doing that, we've also are doing family meals for $3 per person.
That's fantastic. So how do you think the community has responded to that?
Overwhelming, so it is.
That's it's a very tough time for a lot of people.
It's very tough.
So that's a great thing. What can those who maybe haven't lost their job, what can they do to help out with feeding the community?
So if they want to sponsor a family or sponsor several families, they can contact us on our Facebook page, our Instagram page, or they can go to our website and they can email us, and that's at brewsblues.club.
Okay.
And they can just give us a message and let us know how they would like to help, and we can give them the information if they would like to sponsor a family.
All right, great. What's your favorite menu item here at Brews Blues?
My favorite menu item. Oh man, that's a good question. I probably like the Mother Clucker, the chicken sandwich.
That's a good
Yeah, so that's a really good chicken sandwich. That's probably one of my favorite things right now.
Awesome. Well, when all this quarantine is over, are you going to have a big street party to celebrate getting out of quarantine?
I would like to say yes. I just don't know how that all is going to transition.
Right.
If everybody's going to come out at once, or if they're going to kind of let everybody back out, kind of how we shut everything down.
Right.
I'm just not quite sure how that transition will work, but I know people are eager to get out of their house.
Well, we really look forward to being able to be here and listen to some live music. I know you stream live music during the week. Can
We
you tell
do.
us a little bit about that?
So we're trying to keep live music alive. We're right now. A lot of these musicians are local musicians, and this is their livelihood. This is their only gig, and we're trying to support them, people that play here, and trying to give them an outlet where they can come up on our stage. We'll do a live stream, and they can raise some money and tips and get some donations, and that's going to be a success for us as well.
That's great. Well, I really thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today. And you've really been doing a lot of good in the community, and we just wanted to personally highlight that.
Thank you very much.
So thank you for having us. Thank you so much to everyone at Brews and Blues for taking the time to speak with us today. It is truly encouraging to see local businesses go above and beyond to help the community out during these times. Last week, I asked you to send in some of your favorite pictures of your pets, and we received some good ones. Check out these adorable pets. Keep sending more in and we'll feature them on next week's video. I know they love having us home right now. Well, that's all for this week. We'll see you next Friday, but until then, keep spreading the good news.
Their work complete, are headed back to the lab. Testing, 1, 2,
Diane, it's 4:28 a.m.
we should have something for us now.